Welcome in, sim racing fans from around the world. Welcome to some of the most best sim racing in the world. Welcome to West Coast Sim Racing live here from Spa out in Belgium. We got a 19-turn track, 7 kilometers per lap. Man, oh boy, this one's going to be a blast. My name is Sean Stam. Welcome in here to Stam Studio Network, where we already have our drivers gridding up. Oh, this one's coming at us here pretty quick. Let's take a look at, well, before we take a look at our grid, we'll take a look at our race information here tonight. Already mentioned it, that treacherous, I mean, goodness gracious, 19 turns. I can barely remember 7 turns, let alone 4. I come from NASCAR world myself. We'll bring it at you live here from Belgium, 45% humidity points. Sean Stam is producing, commentating, directing, and also in race control tonight. 7 kilometers comes out to about 4.3 miles. There you see up in the top of your screen, 40-minute race, although we will have a competition caution thrown halfway. Welcome in here. This is our Cotton Bowl Speedway grid here tonight. Hey, if you ever hear down around near Austin, Texas, be sure you hit up looking for some of the best dirt track racing that a track can get you there right outside of Page. Well, 3/8 quarter-mile speedway, as well as Race to Stop Suicide. Hey, check on those around you, seriously. Not just a hey, how's it going, but I lost my best friend as well as dad there just about a year ago today, and so Race to Stop Suicide, just a little bit more personal, special to me. Speaking of a little bit more personal, special to me, well, the racing action here tonight. Josh Hunter, John Ebersol, Thiago P. DeLima, Franz Herman, newer name with us here in the West Coast Racing Sim League. Dalton Hall will bring it home, well, start it up P5. Rob Edgell right here racing with a little bit of an injured wrist out of Panda Spec Motorsports. He will be out and driving that Mercedes GT3. Jake Steckler, Nico Colby rounding out 7th and 8th as we get drivers rolling here. We got to a 20-driver grid here tonight, trying to bring you the rest of these points here, or not point, but starting grid. There we go. Lewis Holloway, Cody Crabtree, Caleb Greco the Gecko starting 15th, Ethan Holland, Amethyst Reese, Brandon Birch, Warren Johnson, Steven Shakespeare rounding out that top 20. All right, we made it here just in time. Welcome in here once again to Stam Studio Network. Hello, Leanne. I appreciate you joining in. Logan, every single one of you down here live in YouTube land. We are green flag racing. We MultiClass racing here tonight from Spa. Oh, we already got one going around, and I don't know why I'm lagging here right now on the stream. Apologies there, but that's already Rob Edgell going around. Lewis Holloway, I think he's involved. John Ebersol goes around as well. We should have that lag here cleared up in just a few moments' time. I apologize for it. I'm not sure where it's coming from. We will keep things moving and grooving. Remember, as we're just making our way through Eau Rouge here, we do still have that competition caution halfway through this race. So if you did see one of your favorite drivers that's out early in the race, well, here we have, unfortunately, Warren Johnson. He's no fast repairs up until that caution flag. I wouldn't doubt it, Warren. If you make your way up in the booth here, I'll try and make my way down into it pretty quickly here as we have Josh Hunter and Thiago P. DeLima jumping out to our race lead. Franz Herman makes his way to P3, this German driver here tonight with us. Jesse L. Pate, there makes his way almost up and around Jake Steckler, JCL Pate up to 6th and 7th place right now. That was a great start for our GT3 class. If you didn't wreck out early on, Ethan Holland is leading Brandon Birch right now down there in GT4. Okay, hopefully everything is just a little bit more smooth there. Apologies that, once again, I'm not sure where that was coming from, that lag there at the race start. We're still getting a little bit of frame drop, but that's okay. We got some racing action here. Still getting a little bit of tight racing action between Jake Steckler and Jesse, making 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th right outside of our GT3 driver interview spots. Jesse, this driver, is looking for a nice run here tonight after I don't think that was the start that he was looking for, an 86, the GR86 last Monday night, as he's right on Jake Steckler's rear diffuser. We have plenty of GT3s here tonight, only 4 GT4s racing. That's all right, it's the preseason thriller here tonight on Stam Studio Network. We're going to complete lap 2 here at Spa. Yeah, the hills of Belgium. Josh Hunter continues to lead us out up front with a 0.7 of a second gap over Thiago P. de Lima. Franz Hermann makes his way up and still solidifies P3 for the moment in that Mercedes GT3. Could be the team of the race right there. Very vibrant as he makes his way up and through Arouge. Careful not to get an off track here. Here's some nice battling here in GT4. These drivers between Amethyst Reese and Brandon Birch. This is going to get tight between GT4 just now coming across the start-finish line here up and through Arouge. The vehiclebuyers.com number 36 McLaren is having some pace here tonight for Mr. Birch. I appreciate every single one of you once again here joining us here tonight at Stam Studio Network. This is our preseason thriller at Spa, just kind of what we will expect throughout the rest of the season in this multi-class series. Then we got the normal, well, you could call it normal, the West Coast Sim Racing League, both Monday and Thursday nights. Monday, it's just the GR86 League, and hey, that's some of the most clean and fun racing that you'll watch here on SSN as well. Back up here, our battle for P2 is starting to heat up between P. de Lima and Herman. Let me know if everything is sounding okay. If I'm a little bit too loud, if the cars are a little bit too loud, it's okay, it happens. But please let me know down there in YouTube chat below before it gets a little bit too late. We are only 4 minutes in this 40-minute long race, and if you're just now joining us, we do have that competition caution 20 minutes in. I know Nico Colby, John Ebersol, Dalton Hall right now shown are only drivers a lap down. Adrian Gutierrez, Ali Aksay, as well as Warren Johnson also shown lap down. They are still making their way. Some of these drivers are still making their way on track. At least Nico Colby is. Most of those drivers have now pulled at least their cars to the garage, unfortunately. All righty, well, Warren Johnson, if you got yourself a copy. Oh, wait just a second here, boys. Boys and girls, this is big. Brandon Birch just had an incident on track. That vehiclebuyers.com McLaren has seen better days. No fast repairs here in this West Coast Sim Racing League. Oh my, not even a tire barrier hit. That's Mach 2 into a concrete wall. Let's hop on board here with Mr. Birch, and this was only the start of a few incidents. Lewis Holloway has gone around, as well as Warren Johnson once again. Here's Brandon Birch just hard into that outside barrier. Just mentioned Lewis Holloway also having an incident himself. Hopefully it's not here, also involved with Mr. Birch. Looks like it's going to be a self-induced spin, as this driver was running just about, does it say 5th in class at the moment of this? Oh, this isn't a crash. Come on, SDK, just a little bit off the racing surface there. No harm, no foul for Mr. Holloway. Real quick, before we get back to live racing action, here's Warren Johnson's incident. This is after this driver had pulled on and off the pit road, taken their fast repair. Get out of the way there, Mr. Circuit de Spa. Big old box. I wonder if this is actually an incident or just my timing and scoring also having a fit itself. No, I think it's just Warren Johnson getting back up to race speed. That being said, we'll cut back live to our lead battle, or lack of it here. Josh Hunter continuing to lead that number 13 Ford Mustang. I think this is it's not one of my favorite cars to drive here in the GT3 class. It's a little bit heavy. But you'll see here in just a second why it's one of my favorite in the GT3 class. Not to drive, but to watch. Listen to this thing rip around the track. I'll give you guys just a few camera shots that crank this thing up for just a second here. That was that Ford Mustang. Really quick, crank it up. One of my favorite cars here on the track here in the GT3 class for that very reason. Here's a really nice close battle on the racetrack between Rob Edgell, Benjamin Forehand. Rob is back up to where he started this race in that P6 spot in GT3. But man, don't blink your eye because Benjamin Forehand is right there with him for that P7 spots. Benjamin Forehand is up 3 spots since the start of the race, and right behind him is Cody Crabtree, one of our biggest movers since that drop of the green flag, shown 6 spots gained since that drop of the green flag there. Real quick, back to the GT4 class. We haven't really missed much. Ethan Holland continuing to lead after Brandon Birch had gone around. But once again, don't count out any of your favorite drivers if out of this race. Just about 9-minute time. We will slow and woe these puppies back down. We're going to wave around drivers that are shown a lap down. Man, Nico Colby, hope you had fun down there south of the border. He's back behind the virtual wheel of this Porsche 911 number 16, I believe that is. Actually, yeah, that is 16. Nico, I don't think we have the driver cams here tonight, but that is A-okay. And I wouldn't count Nico out of even a podium finish here. His last lap time being, well, okay. I was trying to sell that off there. Nico, his last lap time was a 2:22.35. Our last lap time for our leader was, matter of fact, the best lap time of the race. Put down a 2:18.02. About 4 or 5 seconds faster than Mr. Kolbster's lap time himself. Thiago P. de Lima, he's continuing to ever so slightly slip away from our battle for the race lead. Franz Herrmann is still in that P3 spot. Jake Steckler, how about this driver here tonight? The McLaren number 42 works his way up to P4. Got Jesse L. Pate running in that, nice Corvette GT3. Not too often we get one of these here out on track. Like in what I'm seeing here for Jesse, as he is shown up 4 spots since the drop of the green. Rob Edgell back where he started the race in P6. Speaking of Rob Edgell here, he's starting to have to play some Super Bowl-esque defense on that driver of Benjamin Forehand. Benjamin saying, I'm not here to mess around here, Mr. Rob. I got to go. Is he going to give a little bump draft action? Oh, he is. This is what I like to see, a little NASCAR. He's not going to get the bump and run. He will just give him a bump down the back straight and not go for the spot here just yet. Benjamin, this driver sits up 3 spots since where he started. Lewis Holloway, after the incident earlier on in the race, he sits up to P8 on track, 5 spots gained, as well as Cody Crabtree. While I'm trying to give a quick rundown of the track, Thiago P. de Lima had an incident going into turns 1 and 2 here. We'll hop on board with Thiago. Nope. I don't think that's turns 1 and 2, or yeah, okay, sorry. I'm a little bit backwards here on Spa, but that's a little bit of contact, and well, I say a little bit, that's going to rip off Thiago P. de Lima's front bumper. He's going to have 9 minutes to go until this caution flag is thrown, going to sacrifice the speed of what that Ferrari GT3 had here for Thiago. Check this out. This is, I know I say this quite often, iRacing simulating just about everything you can imagine. Here's iRacing Motorsport simulating the damage model here. Thiago, after just slight contact, ripping off that front bumper. Matter of fact, I have a GT3 front bumper laying in the old man cave down there. Thiago might have to ship it your way, as unfortunately he dropped down to P2, lose the spot here to Franz Herrmann. No, we got some Birchie fans here down in YouTube land here below. This is a unfortunate incident here for Mr. Brandon. We'll see what happens. This is one of our fastest sections here at Spa besides a Rouge. It's saying an incident for this Panda Spec Motorsports driver here. It's, oh, sorry, that's, okay. Oh, no. Apologies there. It put us right there on Franz Herrmann. We'll rewind this one more time and see what happened to this vehiclebuyers.com McLaren GT4. Probably second, third incident that we've seen here out of Brandon tonight. Just runs a little bit wide, no harm, no foul, other than just a little bit of time lost to Steven Shakespeare up front, running in that GT4 final driver interview spot. our closest battle here on track right now. We're going to hop on board with Mr. Rob Edgel. Once again, I believe this driver is racing with a little bit of an injured wrist / hand here. He's keeping it with this pace of Jesse right there in front of him. This is a battle for fourth and fifth in the GT3 class. Real quick, before we get a little bit too close to our competition caution that comes out, enjoy a quick sights and sounds here at Spa. Crank this puppy up, and I'll give you that heads up before I get back up here in the booth. Slowly crank this puppy back down. That's about as good of a heads up as I can give you before I start to get a little bit too excited up here in the booth. Speaking of excited, that's a little bit wide for Benjamin Forehand, that purple people eater Porsche. Excuse me, not Porsche. That is a Ford Mustang of Benjamin Forehand. I think that was... that is the lap down Adrian Gutierrez Porsche there. He is still hanging within this battle as he knows that competition caution flag will fly here shortly. While we had that little short crank it up here on Stam Studio Network, we had 3-4 different incidents happen here out on track. Jesse L. Pate gone off track 1-2 times. So did Thiago P. de Lima. He actually came down, he being Thiago P. de Lima, into the pits here. Oh no, once again Thiago P. de Lima, he has lost that rear wing. That's 2, 3, 4 spins here on the new set of tires I think Thiago got on, or it's just, holy, what is a damage model there? iRacing, what are we doing here? That's... Wow, okay, well this has gone from a Ferrari GT3 to some sort of a futuristic prototype here. Yeah, there's zero rear grip here for Thiago P. de Lima. That driver, once again, he is just trying to wait until this yellow flag flies. Goodness gracious, did you guys see that? It looked like a damn UFO there for a second. We'll see what the incident that... This is when Thiago was already missing that front Ferrari bumper, I guess you could call it here. This is, I mean, just no front grip. Yep, this is when he makes his way into the pits, and then here's the second incident here. There's 3 of them, so this is 2 out of 3. Stick with us here. This is after he repaired his damage. Just trying to carry a little bit too much speed on some tires that aren't quite up to operating temps and pressures, as well as here is the last incident that, look at that, I mean, come on, you can't... Holy damage model there on the Ferrari. Yeah, that's going to whip right back around. I would imagine that's not reducing rear downforce there. That is giving you just about more than you could ask for. Oh boy, this eagle screeching Ford Mustang here, number 13 here of Josh Hunter. Well, where he started this race here, pole position, he's continues to sit in that spot. 7 seconds over Franz Hermann here. But with comparing our best lap times here out on track, looks like Josh Hunter has that spot gained by oh wow, that's a whole second separating Josh Hunter and our P2 Franz Hermann best lap times. Adrian Gutierrez having a quick little incident here before 2 minutes until our caution flag flies. Let's see what happens to the Porsche purple leader here, number 12. Once again, just trying to carry a little bit too much speed. You get a little bit off that racing line, and you see what looks like snow right there. Nope, that's just gravel that has accumulated. You get 4 tires off that racing line, and it'll send your ass right around. We'll get back to racing action here. Our closest battle on track, Thiago P. de Lima, Amethyst Reese. This is a multi-class action. Amethyst is sitting P2 in the GT4 class. Here comes some speed differential. This is Thiago P. de Lima looking to take, well, it's not really a spot gain, except just trying to get around slower traffic here for Thiago. Door quarter, call that clear for P. de Lima. Oh, door quarter clear, but showing the wrong way there. Also, Benjamin Forehand, what's going on with this driver? He goes around. Psych, that is just heading into the pits. Sorry to scare you there. Timing and scoring, what are we doing here, boys and girls? 19 minutes. These drivers know that at this 20-minute mark, this caution flag will fly. No matter where you are running on track, no matter where this leader is put, it's only about 40 seconds away from coming out here. Will Rob Edgell, will Benjamin Forehand get out on track in time? Looks like Josh Hunter will do it as well. He will make his way up into a rouge here. Josh Hunter gonna fall back to P3, but he's trying to get just enough fuel in his fuel tank to be sure that he can make it. Rob Edgell still sitting in the pits in his Mercedes GT3. We are just coming down to 20 seconds to go until our competition yellow is thrown. Terry joining us here in YouTube land. Logan Stanley saying video audio is good to me. That sounds great. Leanne, welcome in here once again. If you're still watching, 5, 4, 3, 2. Rob is still on the pitch. You better hurry and get out there, boy. Competition caution flag is going to fly here. I got to throw just a quick ad up on screen. I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, apologies there for that quick little delay, but I'm having to play 3-4 different controls here tonight. I'm directing, producing, commentating on the cameras, and man, Warren Johnson, he got me down here as race control. I'm showing the caution flag is out here, but not on the graphics. Let me just make sure it's out here real quick on the timing and scoring. Yeah, okay, caution is thrown. All right, so sorry, I'm a little bit new to this race control stuff here behind the scenes. We'll keep things, I would say, normally moving and grooving, but we're going to slow and woe these drivers down. Franz Hermann going to stay out. Here comes Jake Steckler out and around the start-finish line. Josh Hunter will so far be in that P3 spot. Remember, Josh Hunter runs that very vibrant Rexy Porsche paint scheme. Tonight he's in this Ford Mustang number 13, having himself a nice run. Lewis Holloway makes himself up to P4. 9 spots gained since the drop of the green for Mr. Holloway. As I have a driver joining me in the booth here, Warren Johnson. Yeah, you got a coffee. I will try to. Yeah, I will see that if that's an option here real quick. I'm not seeing it on my little menu of 3 things here, but I can advance the laps under yellow under my my abilities here as admin. I think either 3 or 2. Not sure if you guys have already passed it yet, but you all could pit and I could just clear your black flags. Let me try one thing here, Warren, and this might work. Okay. Okay, sorry here, I'm trying to figure this out. Cannot adjust constant length until the end of the first lap. All right, so I think you got to make your guys' way around the track one more time. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, sorry for you guys that are joining in here. We're trying to, this is why it's preseason testing, so it's all good here. Yeah, Warren, if everybody wants to pitch, you can, and I can clear the old black flags, or yeah, whatever works. Alrighty, that sounds good. Okay, sounds good. Alrighty. Okay, so sorry, we're still trying to figure everything out here behind the scenes. This is it's pretty confusing here. Well, we're getting still everybody waves back around, but these drivers are wanting pits to be opened here, and we're gonna see what the call is here. Looks like all these drivers will come in and pit, at least some of them. So at least Jake Steckler, Lewis Holloway, Cody Crabtree all making their way down and into pit road. Remember, Josh Hunter, Benjamin Forehand, and Rob Edgell were all into the pits earlier on in this race. I will be clearing some black flags, it looks like here, for Franz, Jake, Lewis, and Cody. As well as Steven's black flag looks like. All right, I'm just going to be clearing all these drivers once they make themselves on and off pit road. Alrighty, 25 minutes, only 15 minutes to go left in this race. We will get some more racing action here before it's all said and done with. Up until before then, I hate bringing this screen up while we are live, but it's something we're going to have to do to clear these drivers' penalties, unfortunately. So that was Cody Crabtree. I'm just going to clear every single one of them. My goodness, at this point, is we should hopefully have coming to one flag to go at this time by. I know there's got to be I think there is, as a matter of fact, a clear all command. Let me know it down there in, oh, there it is. I guessed it. All right, all of these drivers' black flags are cleared. That's about as best as I can do on the race control end, as the lights are out on this pace car. Hey, I think I did pretty good, other than not being able to commentate my way through it here. GT4 and GT3, all of these classes will be stacked right back up one another. Just let the race go when everybody else catches up. Do not worry about me, says Mr. Warren Johnson, as he is still, he's making his way up and through I don't even know what this turn is here at Spa, but we're starting to get ever so closer to some green flag racing here at Josh Hunter, Benjamin Forehand, Rob Edgell, 1, 2, 3, and at GT3. Ethan Holland is up and has a 3-car gap multi-car gap over, multi-class gap over Amethyst Reese, and Brandon Birch finds himself P3 in GT4, still trying to work his way. He's probably 35 seconds back on our lead pack. We are inching ever so closer here to the green flag here from Spa. Let me know who everybody's race pick to win is down there in YouTube land. We got some live picks. We got Leanne saying, what a ad. Yes, that was a good one. That's Memorial Race. That's what, November 22nd for the late model stock car series Sim Auto Racing Tour. Be sure, if you want some oval racing, oh, I just dropped my notepad there. Be sure that you join us there for that Memorial Race. It will, of course, be broadcasted here on Stam Studio Network. Oh boy, this is going to get good. This is thankfully only our preseason testing, preseason thrillers. We're still trying to figure it out all here behind the scenes, but I think I did okay enough. Ali say I'm still showing one lap down, but that's okay. That's there's no points going on here tonight. Here's Warren Johnson still trying to make his way back up to the lead pack, 40 seconds back on the lead. Josh Hunter, here we go. We're getting, I mean, I know I've been saying it's here, but we are getting about 3-4 turns away, I think, from green flag racing. There you see Benjamin Forehand trying to heat up his Ford Mustang. I believe those are Michelin Racing tires. That's Rob Edgell there, that Mercedes GT3. Panda Spec Motorsport driver shown 3 spots, since the drop of the green. Nine viewers right now here live in YouTube land. Appreciate every single one of you makes this happen, as well as our sponsors there and affiliates that are flashing up and through at the top right. Con Coaching. Be sure, hey, if you're looking to get just a little bit faster here out on track, no matter the car, no matter the car track combo, make sure you hit up Zane himself. Cotton Bowl Speedway, some of the best 3/8 mile dirt track racing here in South Texas. Race to Top Suicide and West Coast Sim Racing. Let's have another good restart here, boys. Benjamin Forehand, Josh Hunter, the field is in your hands up here in the GT3 class. Oh, so much for a clean and cordial start. Look at the jump for Thiago P. de Lima. We're starting to look 2-3 wide here. 3 wide for the race lead, heading into the right-hander. Thiago's going to go a little wide, as that looks 4 wide back into turns 1 and 2, still GT3 racing. Here's the GT4 battle, as we still see some more 3 wide. Amethyst Reese works her way back and up to P2 in class. Here comes Lewis Holloway right on Ethan's Holland's front bumper, back and up to our top 3 battles here, or top 3 out on the racetrack. Benjamin Forehand has got that spot solidified right now over Josh Hunter. Franz Herman, where he started this race. Rob Edgell is right up there, P4. Here comes some more side-by-side racing action. Here's Jesse Pate and Thiago P. de Lima. Jake Steckler were running side-by-side. It'll settle back down to single file as we've got some more gravel rooster tailing at the back ends of these cars. Here's some Mercedes GT3s going at it. Rob Edgell has P4 solidified as he starts to slow his car down and try and get that grip in it to get Franz Herman for that P3 spot. Forehand, Hunter, Herman, our front runners. Edgell, Pate, P. de Lima, Steckler, our 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th drivers. Goodness gracious, what a start for our top 4 here. You could throw a blanket over our top 4. Once again, Benjamin got that spot solidified over our race leader just about the whole time this race, and I wouldn't count Josh Hunter or even Herman out of this race here so far. We see Rob Edgell going a little bit wide off the racing circuit here from Spa, Belgium. Here comes some more nice side-by-side action until, Jesse's gonna get tagged. He's somehow gonna save it. No, he's not. Overcorrection gone wrong. Pate going to drop 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. Unfortunate for that. We'll take a drone camera shot here and see what happened that time. Man, I think that looks like a little bit of netcode. I didn't see contact between those 2 drivers. Oh man, that's all it's going to take though, and Jesse had that thing corrected until that until that steering wheel was just turned 180 degrees about to the left. Back to some more side-by-side racing action here. The GT3 class. Rob Edgell, Nico Colby. Nico Colby fights his way back and up to P5 and 6 here. He's going to look down and around the outside of Thiago P. de Lima. That is some nice battling that we have seen week in, week out here from the formerly known GR86 Challenge Sim League, now known as the West Coast Sim League. What battling here we have from Rob Edgell, Thiago P. de Lima, Nico Colby up to P6. Up and through a route here. We are looking 3 wide. This is that's a NASCAR call I like to make here. Nope, it will settle it back down to 2. Not too often that we get some 3 wide battles here in a GT3 class. Up and through the right-hand, left-hand chicane here. These drivers giving it all that they can here with just about 7 minutes to go left in the race. Nico Colby starts to run wide. Right now we'll hop on board with Thiago P. de Lima. He tries to look down the inside of Nico Colby. Door quarter, not quite clear for Thiago P. de Lima. And you see just how much time that loses. Thiago P. de Lima just loses quite a little bit of drive off their off-corner exit. Here we go. Speaking of corner exit, Adrian Gutierrez back up and through the battle. Here's Lewis Holloway. That's, remember, Porsche Purple People Eater, number 12. He's going to run a little bit wide. Not wide enough here for Lewis Holloway to make that spot happen just a little bit. We're going to head it down and through the Total Engineers, I believe that sponsor was up there on the sponsor bridge there. Oh, Benjamin Forehand's going to run a little bit wide as now Cody Crabtree makes his way up and down into the pits. Here's a really nice battle for our race lead. Josh Hunter muscles his way down and around through Benjamin Forehand. Door quarter clear for that number 13 as now Benjamin Forehand finds himself in a sandwich. The meat in the sandwich. Hunter and Herman, P1, P3, Forehand right now battling hard for P2. I'll bring you a replay of that battle and that pass for the lead for Josh Hunter as soon as this starts to whoa and slow down just a little bit. There we see it. No, Benjamin, no. That driver's going to try to get on the gas a little bit early and run wide. Unfortunately, he's just going to have to park it till he has that gap. Now he's got that 18-second gap. He can get this Mustang fired back up. Right now, we're going to take another look at how Josh Hunter got that lead from Benjamin Forehand. Oh man, that's all it took was Benjamin Forehand to run just a little bit wide, and now, like we saw earlier on the front half of this race, Josh Hunter finds himself back out to a lead, and right now a very comfortable 1.8 second lead over Franz Herman. Here we go, some more battles starting to heat up here on track. Thiago P. de Lima, Nico Colby. How many times have we seen these battles start to ensue? Not only in that formerly known 86 Challenge Sim League, real life racing, as well as the Apex Motor Club Sim Racing League in the MX5s. We have seen week in, week out the pace, the racecraft of each and one of these drivers. Nico Colby continuing to ever so slightly close that gap on Thiago P. de Lima. Rob Edgell shown in our final driver interview spot for the GT3 class right now. Panda Spec Motorsports come in with some pace here tonight out at Belgium Spa. 19-turn track. About, I believe that's what, 7 kilometers, 4.5 mile track. Sorry, I had to take a look at my notes there. Man, the battles are starting to heat up between each and every class. Here's Amethyst Reese to the battle in the front of GT4 right now. She is leading Brandon Birch, but I don't think this battle will last for quite frankly a lap or two, respectfully, because Brandon Birch has closed this gap down what was at 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds back. Now only 0.4 of a second for Mr. Birch. 20,000 Instagram followers here with the fan base here for Mr. Birch. This vehiclebuyers.com, Texas, I believe the Texas-owned portion of that dealership, you could call it, is having himself an immaculate run here tonight from Spa. Unfortunately, I don't have the multi-class split screen cameras here, but as we continue to slow and woe our way down to the finish here, only 3 minutes to go. That should be just about, I'm not seeing the white flag wave here just yet, so should be 2 laps to go here from Spa. Man, Rob Edgell, he is still continuing to play some, right now, some defense. defense over Thiago P. de Lima, but I don't think this one will last for how long, because look at this nice slipstream that Thiago P. de Lima has as we work our way up through 5th and 6th gear. Thiago P. de Lima will run a little bit wide. Rob Edgel will now start to deposit a bit of dirty air off of his rear diffuser on the front nose of this purple people leader, number 18, Ferrari. He's going to try and dive his way down the inside. No, as Rob Edgel looking in his rear view camera. Rob once again racing with a little bit of an injured wrist with us here tonight. Continues to hold off that final driver interview spot. The battles in GT4 have started to slow down, as well as, unfortunately, Brandon Birch, what was a 7.6 to cut down to a 4/10 of a second gap, is now showing back to 1 second for Mr. Birch. Amethyst Reese leading in GT4 class. Back up here for, once again, the vital for that final driver interview spot. It looks like Rob Edgel just given the point by here. I'm seeing Thiago P. de Lima back up to where he started this race. Josh Hunter as well back up to where he started this race. Josh, of course, that's P1 spot. Pole position awarded. That Ford Mustang number 13 has some really nice pace here tonight. 2-second gap over Franz Hermann. Franz also with some really nice pace here tonight. That Mercedes GT3 number 11 shown at 2 spots since the drop of the green. Not sure what time it is over there for you, Franz, but you've got to be really late over there your time. Appreciate you coming out and racing with us here tonight. Should have white flag shown out here on the racetrack, excuse me. Lewis Holloway and Adrian Gutierrez still starting to battle this puppy out for 7th and 8th in the GT3 class. Speaking of battle it out, I mean, how about Thiago P. de Lima, Rob Edgel? These drivers now getting the white flag lap. 1 lap to go here from Spa. Who do you have? Rob Edgel. I thought he gave a little bit of point by there for the Panda Spec Motorsport driver, but he is still just 0.5 of a second there right behind Thiago P. de Lima for, once again, that final driver interview spot. And a nice run here tonight for Mr. Edgel. Speaking of nice run here tonight, Amethyst Reese leading the GT4 class. Here comes Mr. Birch, though, closing that gap down. Remember, it was 0.4 earlier on, just a couple laps ago. Now shown to 0.8 of a second, separating these two for the race lead, the race win in the GT4 class. Steven Shakespeare is up into P3 right now. This MotoGP driver, rider, I guess you could call him. Yes, real life. This driver does quite a bit of riding there. Man, normally got the clip there. Qualified P2 down there last time I showed it in one of the lower class series in MotoGP. Steven set up himself a really nice run here tonight. Back into our race leader, Josh Hunter. He continues about halfway, 3/4 the way through Spa here tonight. This is our race stop suicide white flag lap. Only 2.5 seconds separating Josh Hunter and Franz Hermann. Our closest battle between P. de Lima and Rob Edgel. It's starting to separate here just a little bit more. It's cut down to a 0.6, 0.7 of a second. Rob Edgel not able to close the gap to the de Lima here. Here comes Brandon Birch and Amethyst Reese as we get ever so closer to our checkered flag lap here from Spa. Brandon is as close as he has been. He's only 3/4 of a second back. He may even send this down on Amethyst Reese. He's within striking distance from our long right-hander. Josh Hunter's going to come around and collect this checkered flag, make this all official right now. As you can see in the top left, we'll cut right back to this battle here in a second. There goes Josh Hunter, that 13 Ford Mustang. Their checkered flag is out. Congratulations, Josh Hunter, on winning our multi-class preseason thriller. Franz Hermann, Thiago P. de Lima will be P2, P3. Here's this battle once again between, this is Adrian Gutierrez, Jesse L. Pate starting to go at it here. Some more GT3 battles for 8th and 9th on track. This is going to side by side into our final left-hand, right-hand chicane. Who's it going to be? Contact coming to the line. Jesse's going to go around once again. That's going to be Adrian Gutierrez barely getting to the line there for P8. Lewis Holloway takes the spots away from Jesse. Here comes Amethyst Reese. She was able to retain the spots over Mr. Birch. Steven Shakespeare will take P3 in the GT4 class. Ethan Holland, P4 in GT4. Warren Johnson, P5. What last lap battles here we had to our checkered flag. We're going to get we'll take a look at these race results here as soon as all of these drivers make their way down and across the start-finish line. Good, what a race here tonight. I appreciate every single one of you joining here in YouTube land, sticking through that little caution flag fiasco here, getting wave arounds done. Man, with that, if you did stick around, that was a really fun battle to watch there coming to the end. It's not fun if you are Jesse. He's keeping this thing rolling on our checkered flag. A little bit of a cool down lap, I imagine, for this driver, as we are still waiting on the official race results to come in. Man, oh man, I'm out of breath here tonight. Be sure, hey, if you like what you see, be sure that you ask for that Discord link. Monday nights are Toyota GR86, and Thursday nights is what you see here, MultiClass Racing, GT4 versus GT3 races, all broadcasted here on STAM Studio Network. We are still waiting for every single driver to make their way down and across the line before we're able to show up the race results. But I guess until then, we can start to get to some driver interviews. Drivers, if you got yourself a copy, Josh, Franz, Thiago P. De Lima, Amethyst, Brandon, and Steven. Make sure you, I might have to drag you down there into the driver interview room myself. Congrats once again, every single driver that have competed here tonight. Hey Josh, welcome in here to the interview room. I'll get with you here in just a second. I'm getting all these drivers dragged down here, at least the top 3 finishers of each class.
All right, cool.
Good race, y'all.
God, that was a blast. Holy crap. Alrighty, I think that's, let's see here. Oh, Steven. All right. Anybody else I'm missing that can make their way down? Oh, Warren. Get your booty in here. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to start with our, we're going to do something a little bit special here tonight. We're going to go P3 up to P1, and we're actually going to start in the GT4 class. Mr. Steven Shakespeare, man himself. You got yourself a copy. No, boo. Boo. Okay, we'll get right back with Steven if he does.
I'm on mute. I'm sorry. Sean,
there he
thanks.
is. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not used to being this far up the grid or even close to being on the podium, but that was a lot of fun. It was fun having only 5 cars to try and compete against, and I appreciate it. It was good racing.
Steven, I remember chatting with you here before the race. And,
Am I not where I'm meant to be?
Yeah, you're all good there, Steven. And man, to finish this race P3, I know there's only 5 in the GT4 class. That was really fun to watch. And how was it behind the wheel here tonight?
Hello.
Oh, Steven, you got a copy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, man. Just real quick, what was it like behind the wheel here tonight of this Mercedes GT4?
First time I've ever driven the car.
No way. Come on, man.
No, seriously, it was the first time I've ever driven the car. Great suggestion by Warren. Very, as he said, very, very easy to drive. And just, it was fun for a little while there after the caution. I was able to stay with Brandon and Amethyst, and just looking at their lines, watching their lines, and just trying to improve and get better. But it was it definitely was a lot of fun.
Oh man, you said it best there. That's why these races, they're my favorite to watch and commentate on, because you learn from your co-competitors there, and then that competition caution flag flies, and you get to apply what you learned. Steven, congratulations on your P3 finish here tonight in GT4. Who are we thinking? Who makes this all possible here tonight?
Oh, me, myself, and I, and obviously my wife for letting me race and coming home, coming home from work and jumping straight onto the simulator and not giving me a hard time about it, and just being the support that she is, and that's about it, really, Sean.
Well, Steven, congratulations on your P3 finish, and man, I'll give you full authority. You can celebrate a little bit too hard tonight.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much, boss.
Alrighty, Steven, he mentioned these two drivers himself. We're going to go up to Brandon Birch, then our GT4 class winner, Miss Amethyst Reese. Right now, Brandon Birch, you got yourself a copy.
I'm here.
Alrighty, man. Holy cow, 17,000 Instagram followers, I believe this is. You'll be coming home P2 here tonight, vehiclebuyers.com. Number 36, McLaren GT4. Brandon, what was the track conditions like here tonight at Spa?
Well, the track was good. The driver wasn't so good, but the first couple laps, my screen froze, and so I just smashed into the wall. And when it came back, I was just sitting backwards on the track. So I was way far behind after that. And then luckily we had the competition yellow. It allowed me to catch up, but towards the end, I was pushing pretty hard to catch Amethyst, but my tires were shot, and so I was trying, but couldn't get up there. But good race.
Oh man, it looks like a good race. I know there was only what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 GT4s on track, but the battles were still close, even at the 7-kilometer track, I believe this puppy is. Brandon, who are we thinking here tonight? Who makes this all possible for you? Not only tonight, but I mean the rest of this season.
Yeah, for sure. Vehiclebuyers.com if you want to sell a car. Overstockvehicles.com if you want to buy a car.
Wait,
Logan's always in the.
I'm gonna write this down.
Yep, vehiclebuyers.com if you want to sell your car.
Okay.
And overstockvehicles.com if you want to buy a car.
All right. I might be in the market here soon. That Camaro's, it's got time to go here. All righty, that's.
Give us a call.
And you're Texas region too, right, Brandon?
Yeah, we've got Texas and Phoenix, so I'm in Texas, and all the other Colby guys are out at the Phoenix store.
Hey, there you go. You're making it happen down here in the South, Brandon.
That's right.
I appreciate you for a quick little driver interview, and sorry if I cut you off there. Is there anybody or anybody else you'd like to thank before we move up to Miss Amethyst Reese?
No, you're good. I mean, like it's Logan in the chat, always supporting, and the Colbys for getting me on here and helping me out. And then Jake Steckler, too. So appreciate all you guys.
Appreciate you, Brandon. Logan, hey, shout outs, as well as you there, Mr. Steckler. Jake coming home P6 in GT3 class. Congratulations, Brandon, on your P2 finish. We're going to cut up to Victory Lane up here right now. Miss Amethyst Reese, you got yourself a copy.
Hello.
Woohoo! You're going to bring it down to finish P1 here in the GT4 class winner. Amethyst, how did you get this puppy done here tonight?
Well, it was quite a battle early on. Ethan was fantastically fast for the first half. And I think I just got lucky on strategy. I chose to pit during the caution, and that let me pull back up to about 2 seconds behind Ethan. And then literally the lap after we go green, I see Ethan duck into the pits, and I was cackling with glee.
Yeah, you were in the clear there. Amethyst, we've seen you, race in and race out, come with, some pretty extraordinary pace. And tonight, you're going to get it done here in class. Does this all come down to just, laps of practice? Does it all come down to preparation specifically for this race? What does it boil down to, and who are we thinking tonight?
Well, I think it mostly came down to just being able to put down the consistent laps. Definitely wasn't the fastest, but it was enough in the end. And overall, I just have to thank the team strategist for Ethan for not taking the opportunity to get some fuel.
Oh, I see. All right. You better be careful. Ethan's going to come for you there next week.
I look forward to the competition.
Alrighty, well, you're gonna have to clip this one. No, I'm just kidding. It's all friendly here, but it will get good here next week. Make sure you're not gonna want to miss a thing. And with this, congratulations on your class win here tonight, where we're gonna move up
Thank
to
you.
GT3 class. Thank you. Alrighty, well, we're again gonna go from 3 and then to 2, 2-1. Thiago P. De Lima, you got yourself a copy. Oh, boo. No Thiago? Oh, he's here. Wait, I'll give him a second. Okay, 1 second. Maybe Thiago.
He usually leaves his mic, so he's probably not there.
Boo. Okay, I don't think I see Franz here in the chat, so I guess that'll be a quick.
Steven. He's here. Steven's here.
Oh, Steven. Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's me.
Steven, alrighty, welcome up here into the booth. Is it Steven or is it Franz? Sorry if I was calling you the wrong name the whole race.
Oh no, it's good. A hot minute ago, I changed my name on that to old Franz Herman.
All right. Oh, I see. Okay. God,
With the old
that
Max
took me way
joke.
too long to Oh my gosh. It took me until you just said it to realize that isn't that the old Maxi Verstappen alias there?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
God damn it. Okay.
So long to realize that.
Yeah, I'm way too focused on everything else going on here. That's my God. Anyways, well, Franz, Steven, who are we shouting out tonight? I mean, that was some pretty immaculate pace here in your Mercedes GT3. God damn it.
I gotta give a shout out to Panda Spec, where a few of us are coming from.
Man, Panda Spec, each and every week, you guys come with some pretty nice pace, and unfortunate for, I think that was Jesse, another Panda Spec driver, to get taken out here. Man, that was some nice pace here, Steven. Every single lap, your lap times were just about matching our race leader, Josh Hunter. Who we shouting out? Who makes it all possible for you, man?
I'd probably say John. John threw Panda together a few years ago, and we've just been chilling, hanging out since, just having a good time.
All right, well, appreciate that, Steven. Hopefully you have a great rest of your night, and I can't wait till the rest of the season here with you.
Yes, sir. You too.
That was the one, the only Franz Herman coming at you live here on Stam Studio Network. Man, that is pretty cool. Josh Hunter, you got yourself a copy.
Yeah, man, what's up?
Man, sorry to keep you waiting here too long, but we got a little bit 3-2-1 action. Now you are the man of the spotlight. Some really nice, matter of fact, the best pace here tonight. 3,400 road course I rating. Oh boy. I mean, was it all practice laps? Was it just preparation of this race? Or was it just the Mustang itself? That thing looked pretty, it looked like it was on rails.
It's hard to say because this is the first time I've driven on the new tire model for GT3, so kind of just getting used to it throughout the whole race, and I don't know, just familiar with the Mustang on the track, and just eventually put it all together and it worked out.
I'm glad that you bring that up, that new tire model. I've yet to try it myself here just after this brand new season. And how did the cold tires compare? How did it compare once they got up to operating pressures and temps? And how did it feel if you ever pushed them too hard?
It's similar to the LMP2. I was driving that in Le Mans last week, so it takes a lap or two for them to cover the temperature, and once they get there, they kind of stay there. Once they lose grip, you can kind of bring it back, and yeah, it's a lot better than the little tire model.
When you say LMP2, I hope you don't mean that they are just complete ice on that first lap. Oh boy.
It's a little bit better because the
Okay.
GT3s have ABS, but yeah, it's can be a little sketchy first lap or so, but it gets tires warm up pretty quick also.
Well, Josh, congratulations on your win here tonight in the overall category, GT3. Who are we thinking? Who makes this all possible? Not only tonight, but the rest of the whole season upcoming here.
You and Warren, everyone else that raced with us. That's about it.
I'll appreciate that, Josh, and say, have a great rest of your night. Crack open a beer or two. You've earned it, man.
Hell yeah, thank you. You too.
Oh, will do. Real quick before we get going, Mr. Warren Johnson, league owner down here in West Coast Sim Racing League. That's a Sprite GT4, number 24. Got yourself a copy.
Yeah, how we doing, John?
Well, I'll be honest, I was a little bit discombobulated there for the race control stuff, but we got it all figured out. Warren, you're going to bring it home P5 and GT4 class. What were the track conditions like here, man?
I hate this track, so
I knew it was coming.
That's okay, though.
In our pre-race talks that you said that probably 3-4 times.
Yeah, and I'm going to keep saying it. No, it was fun. I was more focused on making sure everyone was having a good time and making sure the competition, caution, and stuff was going well. Me and you kind of worked that out mid-race. It worked out good though. Yeah, so it has to go. The pace car has to go around a full lap before the pit lanes are open. So that makes sense.
Okay. See, that's why we're testing. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly why we did this testing. So it worked out. I think we got it down. You did a good job with the lap down cars and throwing the thing. We'll probably adjust just a couple of things, maybe when the caution comes out, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, I think it was fine. I think everybody had a good time. Unfortunate for me on the first lap, John decided to just go right in front of me there, but that's okay. I don't care. I was gonna do that to myself one way or the other, so I did not really care. But that'd catch a 2 race ban if it was in the regular season, I think. So, no, I'm just kidding. But no, it's fine. It was a good race no matter what. So I just want to thank everybody for coming out and testing, and Panda Spec guys for coming out. I've just started getting acquainted with those guys, and they seem like a good group of guys to race with and learn from, and they do a lot of endurance racing, so that's cool. I want to thank the Apex Motor Club people. Had a few of them out tonight. I know a lot of them said that they possibly weren't going to do the multi-class, but hopefully the ones that did today can come back with a good report and get them back in on the Thursday night races. And if you want to do another league that's fun for Miatas, make sure to check them out. Apex Motor Club MX5 Racing. They put on a really, really fun Wednesday night race for Miatas. So if you're available on Wednesdays and like Miatas, make sure to hit them up. And then, thanks for streaming, man. You did. I think we did a good job here, and it worked out well.
Hey, thank you, Warren. It means a lot to me. I'm still sweating up here in the, I would call it the booth, but production trailer and race control. I mean, doing it all.
I'll be a gym now.
Oh, yeah. Well, Warren, I really appreciate you and everything that you do here behind the scenes, as well as Robert Schweckler. I know he's not out here tonight, but I mean, if you happen to be catching this, Robert's Amethyst, I know there's quite a few people that make things happen here behind the scenes, so appreciate every single one of you. Warren, if you got anybody else here to thank, I mean, I'm like about ready to catch my plane ride back home.
86 challenge. We kind of changed our name. That's okay though, because they wanted to focus on the real life stuff. Totally get that. So it's all good. We're still part of them, and we just finished our first half of our season, and we're on the summer break now. So we'll make sure to get you guys some good footage for the next races we do.
Speaking of footage, I can't wait until, Apex Motor Club, real life, the Arizona League's supposed to have me out for some commentary work, some drone work here soon, if that all goes through. Appreciate Alex Valesquio, Logan Stanley, Terry, Leanne, every single one of you joining us here in the live YouTube chat, as well as every single one of you watching. My name's been Sean Stam up here in the booth, and what do we have next? I believe, the Urpass LMP2 League tomorrow night, and then GT3 Saturday night. ARCA also Saturday nights. Appreciate every single one of you watching here. Until next time, I'm about to hopefully make it through TSA. Gulp. Until next time, appreciate every single one of you. Have a great rest of your night.